Hi guys, so it's Saturday now. I made it through the night fairly successfully, and with that I mean I didn't need to, get up and go to the ER or anything last night. So I'd say the first injection overall, all in all, went successfully. I feel like I've been hit by a bus though today, so it's not been a very productive day. Abby's entertaining herself with a toy right now, which is great. It's actually a really cute tug toy. Which actually just arrived not even an hour ago, so she's actually very excited about her toy. But I woke up with my muscle tightening, my muscles locking this morning. I guess that was probably around 4 a.m. Then I went back to sleep, and then I tightened again, probably between 5 and 6. I went back to sleep till about like almost 9. So I was pretty tired from the injection, but I've been really tired recently, so I'm not surprised that the injection just completely wiped me out. But other than that, and being really achy, and my neurology symptoms really acting up today, like outside of all of that and the pain, I feel great. But try to look on the bright side, right? Seriously, like, I'm not having a great day, but I know, like, I also have to account for the weather's not great today. It's supposed to be raining later, so I'm assuming the neurology stuff is acting up due to the weather, not really the methotrexate. I don't really think I had a lot of methotrexate related symptoms, actually. Maybe just a little bit of nausea today left over from methotrexate. And I know, like, it's bugging my joints a little bit, which I think happened in the beginning the last time. I can't quite remember. I didn't think to write it down, honestly, anywhere, because I didn't think I'd ever go back on methotrexate, really. So, I don't know, like, if the joints are, it's just, like, the weather and, like, my body and my illnesses, or if it is medicine related. So, we're just kind of monitoring everything, and I'm working on messaging my best friend with lupus back. We kind of do these really insanely long messages, and then we just answer each other whenever we feel up to it, which is really awesome because I can, like, tell her anything, and she's just my best friend and I love her so much. So it's just something nice for me to do that doesn't require a lot of energy and a lot of spoons. So I'm gonna finish messaging her, and then I'm going to try to maybe paint later, but I've been dealing with a lot of numbness and cramping in my hands, so I'm not really sure. With a lot of numbness and cramping in your hands, it kind of makes it hard to do most anything, to be honest, so I'm not sure what I'm going to really be doing the rest of the day. But we'll figure it out, right, Goose? Guys, so this is the finished pumpkin. It is definitely not perfect, but it's not terrible looking either. So I'm pretty excited. It's actually not for my Etsy shop, it's just for me basically. So it doesn't need to be completely perfect. Hi guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is Monday. I had planned on vlogging yesterday, however I taught Sunday school, and it completely wiped me out more so than usual. I was completely just so drained after. I actually didn't know that this was going to be the first weekend of methotrexate. Otherwise, I would have asked somebody else, like, to swap weekends with me. By the time, though, I found out, it was so late in the week that I didn't really think it was fair to ask somebody else to fill in for me, and I already had all my stuff ready, and I was already looking forward to teaching and really excited about it, so I just went ahead and did it anyways, but I did get some assistance with it, thankfully, because I had a rather large class. Generally speaking, we have a pretty modest Sunday school, very small, but this week we had 9 kids, and if I count my helper, who's 14, I had 10. So, it was a good class, but it was completely exhausting, and everything we did was very, oh my gosh, so exciting. Like, I mean, they were just very enthusiastic this weekend. I don't know why, but hey, it's always good to have them enthusiastic instead of in, you know, a really bad mood. So I had kids from about, I think, 4 or 5 up until 12 to 14. So quite the age range, so, but it's lots of fun. Anyways, I ended up, I'm sorry, the camera keeps shaking. This is why I don't record over here most times, because it shakes. But this weekend ended up being a pretty eventful weekend with the methotrexate injection. I had 3 seizures Saturday. One seemed to have been a little bit of a longer seizure. I know when I was able to like understand what was going on around me, my dad was with me and he seemed extremely concerned, like more so than usual. So I feel like it took longer probably for me to come around. And I know the first seizure, Abby had just gotten me out of it. So, and then the second seizure, she went and got help. So that pretty much tells me that I wasn't responding to her. But I mean, Saturday, she was just so awesome Saturday. So my mom went out Saturday. She had something to do. And generally speaking, she sits in her room when I shower in her bathroom because her shower is handicap accessible. So like I usually have, you know, like that extra safety net of, okay, if I fall or if I have an allergic reaction to showering, somebody's there and can kind of help. But she was out. So my sister was there, but Abby also sat in the bathroom with me, which was the first time she was in there while I was showering. So she was trying to figure out like what the sounds of the water was and stuff. But she did that, and then like I forgot to get my socks, so she went and she got me socks. And then she was moving stuff later that night. This way I could get around with my walker. She was just so helpful, and she was having so much fun helping too. So I feel very, very blessed to have her. And she's actually right here cleaning her paws, of course. They're all obsessed with cleaning themselves around here. Sorry, my mast cell is acting up, so my eyes are very watery, which I'm sure you can tell today. It is great because I always look like I'm crying. But yeah, so Saturday was a little bit rough in the evening. Basically, like, after seizures, I'm either, like, kind of emotional or just really, really tired from them. So that's basically all that happened. Like, I was pretty beat from all that, so I went to bed pretty early. And then, like, all weekend, which I did see my PCP today, and we're really not sure if it is methotrexate related or not. I've been having extreme joint pain since doing the injection and severe muscle pain. And I've been really, really tight, like, probably about the past week with the tightness. But so we're just going to kind of monitor everything, make sure it's not methotrexate. I don't think it is. I've never had a reaction to it. So much is always going on, though, with my health. It's a little bit insane, and it does get a little bit nerve-wracking when you start scaring your doctors. Like, not even just one doctor, but when you've scared several of them, it's like a little bit, you know, nerve-wracking at times. So that's kind of where we're at. But we're temporarily stopping baclofen, which is the muscle relaxer for the dystonia. So we're actually not sure anymore. Is it just dystonia? And I might not have mentioned this because there is so much unknown with it. But we're looking into some more kind of serious diseases. At least that's how PT said it to me. I feel they're all kind of serious diseases because I feel dystonia is serious too. And I really don't want to downplay that for anybody who has dystonia. But we're also looking into now like Parkinson's and MS. So, I don't know what else we're looking into at this point, but we also ran all my, like literally all the vitamin levels. They ran a geriatric panel, which is for older patients, but she was able to get it for me. This way we can check my vitamin levels with the gastroparesis and just everything else going on. Like, my nurses thought it was a really good idea to run, and we've been talking about running something like this, honestly, off and on for over a year. Like, everybody's been like, maybe like one of your vitamins is super low, and that's playing into some of the symptoms or pain. I do think it is quite possible. Like, my vitamin D is so low, and we just keep bumping it up and trying all these different things, and they're not working. So I'm hoping maybe we'll get some more answers with that. And we ran some generic blood work at the rheumatologist, so I think that's the main stuff. Like I said, it's really hard like to remember everything at this point. So, but I guess all in all, overall, methotrexate was a success in my opinion. So I think that's good. And then next weekend we bump up the dose. So the goal, I think right now, is like 10 milligrams, and I took 5 this past weekend. So it's not like a huge jump, but we're starting off really, really low on everything. We're going to be trying another like medication, not a narcotic, something else like for pain. But this class of medicines I've had problems with before. So, like, I'm willing to try anything, really, and, like, give it a fair shot, but I'm not expecting much because this class of medicines, like, I don't do well with usually at all, and I don't remember why. I feel like it's linked to one of my diseases, but I can't remember which one. But I just always get, like, side effects from this class of medicines, or they just don't work. So I really appreciate that she's trying to help, but I'm not really sure replacing baclofen with this is really going to do anything because baclofen's a muscle relaxer. But I do appreciate her effort. So she's a fantastic doctor. I love her. So, and like I said, I really do appreciate she's trying to help. So we're just counting down the days to neurology and just, you know, trying to hang in there. I have just so many appointments at this point. I told them today, I was like, this is like legitimately my full-time job at the moment. Like, I am not in school, and you would think the stress levels would go down and I wouldn't be busy. Oh my gosh, I'm so busy still. Like, this stuff is just taking a toll. Like, there's just so much to do constantly with my health. Like, if I'm not, like, researching something, then I have to be resting or making phone calls, and it's just a lot sometimes. So it's definitely like I'm off from school, but I'm still extremely, extremely busy. So, and I'm trying to find a way to keep my muscles loose enough so I can continue to, at the very least, paint until I get to neurology, because now I'm having a really hard time moving my fingers and my hands, and I have a lot of problems walking and stuff, even with the walking devices sometimes. So, and it's definitely interesting being a Sunday school teacher and being 25 and trying to adjust to life with walking devices. It's definitely difficult sometimes. And it's really, really hard to explain to little people what's going on because the adults don't know. There is just so much right now that we don't know, and I'm just getting worse, honestly. And, you know, I try honestly to be strong for everybody, and it's not always easy, and nobody does it perfectly with a chronic illness. Nobody is positive 100% of the time, and I do want to point that out because people do tell me, oh my gosh, you have like a great attitude, like you have a positive attitude. There are days that I just completely break down, and I think that is totally normal. So if you're out there with an illness, just know it's normal to have emotions. So I know I'm just getting completely off topic, but that's just how it is sometimes. So I guess I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm thinking this is going to end up being a separate vlog from the other methotrexate stuff, just because it is longer. So, we'll do 2 videos instead of 1, which is completely fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rambly video, and I hope you're having a fantastic day and that you're going to have an amazing week. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Have a great day.